I've been trying to pursue it, but it's been no bed of roses. I've had my ups and downs, sort of, stumbling after the job of my dreams. I love how you pay attention to such little details that I have a tendency to overlook, to be honest. The opposite of exacerbate.
Alleviate?
Yeah.
Ameliorate?
Oh, okay, that's even better. Cool. The thing is that there are two words, invoke and evoke. And personally, I usually hear the word evoke, like evoking memories from the past. Yeah, like the smell evokes nice memories from my past, or evoke some feelings. How did you feel about the number of vocabulary items? Yeah, that was overwhelming.
Quite 6 pages.
It was.
I know. Okay, let's see if you can actually make use of some of them, starting with our vocabulary revision and then moving on to the speaking file. And I want you to describe the situation or explain it using one of the phrases given. Okay, so there is no paraphrasing here, so you don't need to find any particular words to paraphrase. Just in general, describe the situation using one of the phrases.
The person who's talking, he's went behind someone's back and
and Dad in this case is taking out his anger on the make a concerted effort. We can achieve anything we want.
I threw in a towel as I lost by 5 points.
So maybe he let his guard down.
Maybe she's leading him on, like showing her affection to him, but when she's only interested in his money.
And she's gonna put him down eventually.
Put him down?
Blow him off.
You can also say turn him down. It's a different meaning, but
turn down,
it's also relevant in this case, right?
Like really rich.
Loaded.
And
who was loaded.
Love
with me, and I found out that he has a girlfriend, and somebody would tell you, oh, girl, you were led on. So he was playing with you, using you. Yeah, he was leading you on.
And get away with,
and make a concerted effort.
If his wife has never found out about his infidelity, he got away
with, right? Yeah, he got away with. He's cheating.
Yeah.
Alleviate ache,
Pain. Yeah.
Pain.
So massage might be a great tool to alleviate pain in your back.
She has found where is that shoulder to cry on. It's to express her grief
about being accepted with all
being validated, maybe that her emotions would be validated.
He's kind of like, maybe he's taken out his anger on him.
Is an embodiment of the success, and it is daunting for this child, but anyway, he's gonna thrive
when he's having her little guilty pleasure. Although I wouldn't say it's a guilty pleasure, it's just a pleasure that
I feel like it's the same, a pat on the back.
Maybe you're right. I just remember that it's on the shoulder.
But you see, the way I know it is a pat on the back, so it's a little bit different. Give yourself
a rambunctious toddler. I hope I pronounced it correctly.
Rambunctious. Yeah.
It looks like he has stolen his mother's back with makeup. And he's doing something with all that stuff and is going to cut out stars from her passport. Really rambunctious toddler.
This scene just rubs me up the wrong way. The scene that you've described, especially with the passport. He doesn't want to be a runner-up.
Unwavering tenacity.
Yeah, with the tenacity of a bulldog. Across that phrase somewhere.
Endure usually something negative. Endure
misfortune.
Yeah, endure the hardships. Have an unfavorable result. Look, so aim low and fall short. Aim high and
fall short.
And fall short. Yeah.
Craves it on and off.
Now, what did you say when I was talking? When we were traveling from one place to another, we were living. I was living out of my suitcase. Yeah.
Right. Giving your child an earful or a good talking to, and taking your anger out of them are different things.
Different. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Somebody else really got under your skin.
That's not the right thing to do.
Right. Connected to our vocabulary, inextricably linked to it. Yes, Natalie. Using it for you. So here it is. You can see several words. Yes, and we're going to be asking and answering questions using these words, which will help us understand each other's personality much better. Coming up with some distinct features of these kind of people. So who would you call a performer? What is it for you? A disciplined person, an open-minded person. And once you are ready with this sort of image, you can decide which of these qualities you possess and maybe provide some examples. Student rambunctious, obviously they cause you some trouble. Yeah, they are acting out at class, so you're not happy with it.
There are you people who are really trustworthy, and who you can rely on. So even if even if you've known the person for ages, then something may happen, and you are just like taken aback, like really. So may I ask, does hold grudges means like bottle up your anger, right?
When you have those like underlying issues that you haven't spoken about with people, it actually affects your health too when you hold grudges and not letting them go.
What about you?
I've never come across people who try their best to make it up for me. It's like, maybe I only bumped into a bunch of assholes on my way. Last class we discussed that you have to go through and see yourself through all the stages, because forgiveness, that's the final stage. It's when you feel alleviated and being violated, and you have to stand up for yourself. Sometimes like my therapist says that if there is a manipulator and he's like a nasty one, I tried to be humble.
With the same respect?
Yeah.
Give them the taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, give them the taste of their own medicine.
Or like put him down in front of the whole class. For example, a teacher, even sometimes not their form tutor, but another one.
Himself.
It's like, or what are you aiming at by telling me this? Yeah, I guess the teacher's gonna be just stunned. And then I tried to pull my act together, and like I was stunned. I was shocked completely.
When I have concerns, I do unload them on him.
So what are we doing next? Yes, everybody's here. Everybody's back. This task was an eye-opener for me. I actually did not realize that there are some people in this world who do things differently.
Wow, it's so familiar to me. And B17 is the best website I know.
As for tabs, I would like to call it digital hoarding, because I don't want to close them, because I think there's something important and useful for me there that might come in handy in future.
Like pasta.
Not yet. IKEA closed down before I had a chance to buy them.
92.
I guess they're already thrown in the towel.
Waiting for your call back.
Hate it when I'm oblivious to what's going on, So
But I never dog earbooks. I use bookmarks.
Me too. To me, the second picture looks like a blasphemy, if I can use this word in this case. Is I think I already threw in the towel on this issue, and my phone looks
really late. I remember that. And once you fix your sleeping cycle, this is not going to be a problem.
I have no idea how it works. And when I was in my driving school, I also learned on the second type.
They didn't have cars with manual transmission.
They had, but I had a choice. And my mother's car and my car, they are both with automatic transmission. So
this third pedal, I can't recall the name for
clutch.
that. Yeah. That's actually really engaging for me, because even
there are those ones, and the plastic ones, I can't wear them because they fall out of my ears.
Starting off with discussing the features that you like in your significant other. If you don't have your significant other yet, discuss the features that you are mostly drawn to. We're going to try ourselves as matchmakers, where we've got 6 beautiful ladies, and we need to try and set them up with 6 guys. Okay. When Rose said the glasses dropped off.
Yeah. Like I had some pink glasses. I don't even know. I couldn't say I was in love with him. That's why I had pink glasses.
I guess when they say that love is blind, and we tend to overlook some people's flaws or just choose to turn a blind eye to them.
Well, somewhat important, because I think this is very man-like to be able to make decisions and to take responsibility. I will say
we can use outsourcing for that.
Yeah, nowadays.
Business and career, I think it's going to dominate. Then friends and family.
Then
You have to
finally says,
rate your satisfaction.
rate my satisfaction.
Yeah.
Okay. Then in terms of business and career, I would say 10. I love what I'm doing now.
So are you complacent? You've achieved
Complacent,
everything you wanted?
yeah. Well, maybe not everything I wanted, but now I think it's the best thing. The way how I work now is, the best option for me.
I can't afford it time-wise. Can't afford more students time-wise.
Thing is so deep down.
A visceral reaction.
Yeah, like
Not what my saving grace is. There is some emotion which has been suppressed, and I have to ask myself what I'm feeling. And when I recognize it as anger,
You can easily let your guard down and talk about things that bother you or that worry you. And I feel like this is our superpower, communicating and exchanging ideas, because once you, and this is actually what you were talking about, once you get these things off your chest, the problems seem much smaller, especially when you can find somebody who can also relate to your problems. I mean, this is the best thing in the world.
It's like therapy classes, but in English.
Yeah, I sometimes felt like that too. I don't need a therapist because some of you
Two birds with one stone. Sorry.
As I was daunted by the enormity of what I had to do, or by the immensity of the task. Or if you give in, or maybe another word,
give in.
Succumb to it, say feel complacent, or
Some too is always die because of,
like I've achieved everything I could. There is nothing in this area for me to do. So I rest on our laurels. British, American would be just left and right. That's it.
You're not getting things off your chest.
Right.
Yeah, bottling up your emotions. It means
uncanny. Don't know that word.
Yeah, and I think Sasha said it's mysterious. But if it's mysterious to the point that it actually scares you a little bit, like what is it? Why are you maybe finishing sentences for each other, right? Or you're writing the message at the same time. This is a little bit uncanny. Or volumes about your personality. And also another way to say is my emotions sometimes get the better of me, or get the best of me. I feel like it's the same. Get the best. You don't want to sound like a vulgar teenager. Our next class is going to be jobs. I guess something that our careers, our jobs, teaching and so on, something we could talk for hours on end. That's why don't be late next time. You can actually come a little bit earlier so that we have time for every single task.